Ever pondered the mysteries beyond life and death? Join us as we delve into the age-old teachings of Abrahamic religions, where the notion of a cosmic adversary, Satan, lurks in the shadows, and the promise of heaven or hell awaits based on life's moral compass. If Satan and hell exist, how can we reconcile God's creation of such a place with his omnipotence and love? Can an all-powerful, all-loving creator condemn us for disbelief when he fashioned us and the awe-inspiring world around us? Is it conceivable for an all-knowing and all-powerful God to be so petty as to punish finite beings like us for eternity, for finite transgressions? Embark on a journey with us as we delve into the beliefs of different world religions regarding the existence of Satan and hell. This video will unravel the diverse perspectives, shedding light on the interpretations found in various faith traditions. Join us as we navigate through the complexities of theology and mythology to discern where the truth lies amidst the myriad of beliefs. Prepare to explore the depths of human spirituality and uncover the mysteries surrounding Satan and hell. Beliefs regarding Satan and hell vary significantly across different religions and cultures worldwide. In Christianity, Satan is often portrayed as a fallen angel who rebelled against God, leading to his expulsion from heaven. He is viewed as the ultimate adversary of God and humanity, tempting individuals towards sin and spiritual destruction. Hell is depicted as a place of eternal punishment for those who reject God's salvation. In Islam, Satan, known as Shaitan, is depicted as a jinn who disobeyed Allah's command to bow to Adam. He leads humans astray through deception and temptation. Hell, or Jahannam, is described as a place of punishment for those who reject Allah's guidance. In Judaism, the concept of Satan differs from the Christian interpretation. Satan, known as Ha-Satan in Hebrew, is not the embodiment of evil, but rather serves as an adversary or accuser in the heavenly court. In Jewish theology, Satan's role is more akin to a prosecuting attorney rather than a fallen angel opposing God. Ha-Satan challenges humans to test their faithfulness to God, as seen in the Book of Job. However, Judaism focuses more on personal responsibility for one's actions rather than attributing them to an external force like Satan. In Hinduism, the concept of Satan is not as prominent, but there are beings like Rakshasas and Asuras who represent evil forces. Hell is believed to be a temporary realm where souls undergo purification before reincarnation. Buddhism generally does not have a concept of Satan, but it acknowledges Mara, the tempter, who represents the forces of ignorance and desire. Hell realms exist as states of suffering caused by negative karma. The belief in an adversary of God likely originated from ancient mythologies and cultural interpretations of evil and chaos. Over time, these beliefs evolved and became integrated into religious doctrines, shaping the concepts of Satan and hell as we know them today. The concept of Satan is primarily present in Abrahamic religions, Christianity, and Islam. If only a few religions out of the thousands worldwide acknowledge Satan's existence, it raises skepticism. This discrepancy suggests a potential deception or manipulation in the portrayal of spiritual entities. It prompts critical inquiry into the origins and motivations behind such beliefs, challenging the notion of a universal adversary. The disparity underscores the importance of questioning and seeking deeper understanding beyond the confines of specific religious traditions. The philosophical problem of evil poses a significant challenge to the notion of an all-knowing and all-powerful God who governs the universe and determines our destinies through predestination. The concept of free will complicates this theological framework, as it suggests that humans possess the ability to make choices independent of divine intervention. This raises the question, if God is all-knowing and all-powerful, how can evil exist in a world he controls? The Bible presents a complex perspective on this issue. Isaiah chapter 46 verse 10 asserts God's sovereignty over all things, stating, Only I can tell you the future before it even happens. Everything I plan will come to pass, for I do whatever I wish. This implies a sense of predestination, where God orchestrates events according to his divine plan. However, Isaiah chapter 45 verse 7 presents a paradoxical view of God's nature, stating, "I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things." This verse suggests that God is both the source of good and evil, challenging traditional notions of his moral attributes. Furthermore, the Bible emphasizes God's role in shaping human destinies. Philippians chapter 2 verse 13 affirms, "For it is not your strength, but it is God who is effectively at work in you, both to will and to work," that is, strengthening, energizing, and creating in you the longing and the ability to fulfill your purpose for his good pleasure. Similarly, Psalms chapter 139 verse 16 declares, "Your eyes saw me when I was still unborn. All my days were written in your book. My days had been shaped before any of them existed." Proverbs chapter 16 verse 9 reinforces the idea of divine control over human actions, stating, "A man's mind plans his way as he journeys through life, but the Lord directs his steps and establishes them." Psalms chapter 127 verses 1 and 2 echoes this sentiment, proclaiming, "Unless the Lord builds the house, they labor in vain who build it. Unless the Lord guards the city, the watchman keeps awake in vain. It is vain for you to rise early, to retire late, to eat the bread of anxious labors, for he gives blessings to his beloved, even in his sleep." The philosophical problem of evil raises profound questions about the nature of God and the existence of evil in a world supposedly governed by divine providence. While the Bible teaches the concept of predestination and emphasizes God's sovereignty over all things, it also presents a complex view of God's nature, including his role in the existence of evil. Ultimately, the belief in Satan appears incongruent with the Bible's teachings on predestination and God's ultimate control over human destinies. In a spiritual context, hell can be perceived as a level or plane of consciousness, encountered as individuals progress from the lowest to the highest levels of awareness. Earth, as the material realm, is the actual hell and represents the lowest level of existence, where life forms manifest through divine creation. Here, God transforms nothingness into the richness of existence, reflecting his divine essence. As beings evolve spiritually, they ascend through various states of consciousness, moving closer to the divine source. Ultimately, the highest level of consciousness signifies union with the divine, where the soul merges with the essence of God. In this framework, hell is not a place of eternal damnation, but rather a phase in the soul's journey towards enlightenment and unity with the divine. By understanding hell as a temporary state of consciousness, individuals can strive for spiritual growth and transcendence, ultimately reaching the zenith of existence where they become one with the divine essence. The belief in Satan presents a paradox within the concept of an all-powerful and all-knowing God. It portrays God as inept or indifferent, unable to rid his creation of a disruptive force like Satan. Satan's existence suggests that God either tolerates or lacks the ability to eradicate evil entirely, which undermines his omnipotence and wisdom. This dichotomy paints God as a figure unable to control his own creation, while Satan appears as a rebellious antagonist. If God truly possesses unlimited power and foresight, allowing Satan to persist could indeed be seen as a grave oversight or mistake. Moreover, the dynamic between God and Satan resembles a dysfunctional relationship, with Satan resembling a toxic, abusive partner refusing to leave. This portrayal diminishes God's authority and sovereignty, making him appear helpless in the face of opposition. If Satan is a thorn in God's side, why doesn't he simply eliminate him? This unresolved conflict undermines the notion of God's absolute power and raises questions about his intentions and capabilities. The Bible unequivocally declares in Isaiah chapter 46 verse 10 that God alone orchestrates the course of history, knowing everything from beginning to end. If God is all-knowing and sovereign, aware of all future events, including tomorrow, next month, and even 1,000 years ahead, then what role does Satan, his adversary, play in influencing occurrences and controlling people? This theological conundrum prompts deeper reflection on the nature of divine providence and the extent of Satan's agency within God's overarching plan for creation. For instance, the reason prophecies are fulfilled in our lives is because God has meticulously planned our existence from beginning to end. He knows our destinies in detail because everything is already divinely ordained. This divine planning is evident in the Bible, where numerous prophecies from the prophetic books of Daniel, Ezekiel, and Isaiah have come to pass, while others are still awaiting fulfillment. These prophecies reveal that our human existence follows a divine blueprint established by God before the world's foundation. Daniel chapter 4 verse 35 illustrates God's sovereignty, and I quote, "He does as he pleases with the powers of heaven and the peoples of the earth. No one can hold back his hand or say to him, 'What have you done?'" Also in the book of Lamentations chapter 3 verses 37 and 38, it proclaims a mysterious truth. Who can speak and have it happen if the Lord has not decreed it? Is it not from the mouth of the Most High that both calamities and good things come? These verses underscore that God's will is absolute and all-encompassing. Similarly, Isaiah chapter 46 verse 10 states, "I make known the end from the beginning, from ancient times what is still to come. I say, my purpose will stand, and I will do all that I please." This passage reaffirms that God's purposes are unchangeable and his plans are destined to be realized. Therefore, the fulfillment of prophecies in our lives is a testament to the divine plan God has laid out, reflecting his omniscience and omnipotence over all creation. Satan and hell are fabrications of religion to instill fear and control. Earth, our reality, is the epitome of hell, a realm of fear, struggle, evil, pain, and suffering. God's limitation of our understanding perpetuates this cycle, confining us to an existence dominated by darkness and deception. This paradigm challenges traditional beliefs, urging introspection on our spiritual journey amidst earthly tribulations. Liberation lies in transcending these constraints, seeking enlightenment and secret knowledge, and rejecting the illusions of fear and control imposed upon us. Ultimately, we must strive to rise above this earthly hell to attain true spiritual freedom and understanding. Hell is not a fiery realm of eternal damnation, but rather a reality we inhabit on earth. The mythical Satan symbolizes the malevolent force ruling this domain, where evil, struggle, pain, and suffering prevail. There's no need to fear an afterlife of torment, for hell exists here and now. Ephesians chapter 5 verses 15 and 16 warns, "Be very careful then how you live, not as unwise but as wise, making the most of every opportunity, because the days are evil." John chapter 12 verse 31 reinforces this notion, proclaiming, "The time for judging this world has come, when Satan, the ruler of this world, will be cast out." Earth is the realm where the devil reigns, and understanding this reality that God is responsible for both good and evil is crucial for navigating the spiritual challenges of our existence. Ditch the shackles of fear, friends. Cast aside the whispers of eternal damnation that hold you back. This life, this precious, fleeting spark, is yours to live on your own terms. Don't waste it cowering under shadows painted by others. People should live authentically, liberated from the fear of hell and God's judgment. Instead, they should strive to become the best versions of themselves, guided by Seneca's wisdom, and I quote, "If you want to be truly free, you must be a slave to philosophy." True happiness and freedom lies in embracing a virtuous life filled with love, compassion, kindness, peace, and benevolence. By cultivating these virtues, individuals not only enhance their own well-being, but also contribute positively to the world around them. Rather than being driven by fear of eternal punishment, they are motivated by the pursuit of goodness and personal growth, leading to a more fulfilling and meaningful existence. If you're still here, I would greatly appreciate your support by liking, sharing, and subscribing. It would mean the world to me. Thank you for taking the time. I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day. God bless you.